We here at the Fast Lane Car are lucky enough to drive a new car every week. So, without further ado, here are the top 7 new cars that we've driven in 2012 that get an astounding 40 miles to the gallon or higher, or the equivalent thereof. Up next on the Fast Lane Car. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another fun Fast Lane Car mashup, and today I'm driving the brand new Toyota Prius C. Why? Because one of our fans sent in this idea for this mashup, and the idea is simple: drive a car that is completely counter to the other guy's personality. You know Nathan, he's big, brash, and he loves power. This car is small, diminutive, and, well, economical, which means it has no power. In other words, the perfect car for Nathan to hate.
Hey everybody, it's Nathan Adlin for the Fast Lane Car, and I'm bringing Roman a wonderful car. It is the Prius plug-in. It completely clashes with his personality. It is something that is logical, he's not. It's something that is ecological, he's not. And ever since he had a Prius and he got rid of it, I think that when he sees one, he winces a little bit, which explains his hair sticking up.
Oh look, Nathan, we brought practically the same dress, but different color.
You brought a Prius C?
I brought a Prius C because this has something like 100 horsepower, and up here probably like 12.
I know how much you like Priuses.
I can't believe you brought a Prius. You know I owned one of those things, right?
Yes, I do, but it's a plug-in.
Thank you, grand.
Could you found a more obnoxious color?
This is salmon pink. Salmon pink. It is your color.
No, it's orange and it's still demasculating.
Your color, like I said.
For crying out loud.
Full disclosure, I've owned a Prius and I've spent a lot of time behind the wheel of this plug-in Prius. And the biggest difference between this one and the regular one is this fuel filler cap, which you fill with petrol. And unlike the regular Prius, you also get this fuel filler cap, which you fill with electricity. The biggest difference though is that this car costs $40,000, and you can go about 12 miles when this is completely topped off. Not a lot. You hear that? That's the sound of the future, because I really believe that hybrids and EVs are the future of transportation. I'm not sure this is the future though.
Have you seen this color? It looks like Stan Lee threw up. This particular car, which I've driven several times before, has always done the same thing to me. It's lulled me into a false sense of mediocrity.
You know, this new Prius feels like an old friend. We had the previous gen, and it's much better. It's much more adult, it's much more grown up, it's much more luxurious. It feels like a real car, not a science experiment.
Do I think it's a good car? It's a decent car. In fact, I think it's a wonderful car for people to buy, students who tend to have a lead foot, because there's no way they're going to crash.
And it gets 50 miles to the gallon.
50 miles per gallon is what it's rated at. That's the highest economy out of any non-plug-in hybrid.
Which is incredible, and it gets 95 MPGE. The E stands for equivalent. So when you're running on electricity, you're getting 95 MPGE.
I think it's kind of sporty looking. Not that it's actually sporty to drive. Oh, wait. Oh, knock my hat back. Oh! It's not that fast.
All right, there are 2 points that I find extremely frustrating about this car. Number one, even though you only get a very short range on EV mode, if you happen to tap the accelerator, even if you're in EV mode, the engine comes on.
When you really need power, it's not there. which means that you really do need that battery powering that motor in order to help the engine. That's a problem when you go to high altitude or if you're driving long distances, because you're not regenerating that battery through the braking.
Number 2, exceed 62 miles an hour, the engine comes on. So basically, this is more hybrid than EV. It is.
It's not a bad car. I don't hate it quite as much as Roman thinks I do.
And 40,000 is just way, way, way too much. But I don't think I hate it as much as Nathan thinks that I hate it. So Nathan, now that we've driven both cars, what have we learned?
You know what? I gotta be completely honest. I don't understand that car and this car when it comes to the regular Prius. I mean, do you?
No, you're exactly right. I mean, if you want a Prius, buy
a Prius.
Yeah, I mean, that one is almost as expensive. That one is a heck of a lot more expensive. And basically, why not just get the original?
The original works.
As always, this is Roman.
And Nathan.
For the Fast Lane Car. See you guys next time. No more power slide.
I can't do a power slide in that anyway.
Check out this photo over my left shoulder. That is a Kia Optima from 2001. Kia has come a long way because that looks like a copy of a Toyota Camry. Today, we've got the top of the line Kia Optima Hybrid. At over $30,000, the Optima Hybrid is not a cheap car, but you get 2 power sources for the price of one. You get a 2.4 liter gas engine and a 40 horsepower electric motor. Combined, they put out 206 horsepower. And unlike most hybrids, this car has a 6-speed transmission and doesn't have that annoying CVT. What you gain in power sources, you lose in storage because the hybrid has a compact battery pack which lives down here. It also means that the seats don't fold down, there's less storage in the trunk, and all you get is this tiny ski pass-through, which is good for skis, I guess. If you like hybrid ski cars that are front-wheel drive, well, this might be the one for you because this is where the skis go. You could probably get 2 pairs of skis through there. As always, I've got the more expensive car, which is the one with the $5,000 tech package, which comes with things like a heated steering wheel, heated and cooled front seats, and these really cool dual sunroofs. But what you gain in light, you lose in, well, headroom. I'm 6'2" and I barely fit. Just like back in 2001, this Optima is a rebadged Hyundai Sonata. But one thing has changed, and I can describe that in 2 words. Peter Schreier. Peter Schreier is the old Audi designer who has designed this new Optima. And to my eye at least, this is one of the best looking mid-size sedans that you can buy today. Do you hear that? That's the welcoming sound of the Kia Optima saying, I'm ready to go. And that is the only sound you're going to hear up to 30 miles an hour because this Kia can go up to 30 miles per hour using only the electric motor. Oh, hear nothing but the sound of the wind. Zero to 60, honestly, who cares? If you're buying a hybrid, you're buying it because you care about the fuel economy. And this number down here, that's the one that matters. I'm getting 34.4 miles to the gallon in mixed driving. So let's recap. Gorgeous design, great value, cutting edge technology, and one of the best warranties in the business. What could be wrong? Oh, that's the problem with this car. You would think with a 6-speed automatic transmission, no CVT, it would drive like a dream. It doesn't. It's jerky, the motor kicks in at odd times and you can feel it. And when you hit the brakes, sometimes they grab, sometimes they don't. It's not linear, it's just very frustrating. It takes, well, all the joy out of driving. About 3 years ago when Kia introduced this version of the Optima, it was the hottest thing out there. But now you've got the new Camry Hybrid and very soon the new Fusion Hybrid. And both those cars are giving this car a run for its money. Honestly, this is a really hard one because normally on the TFL scale of buy it, lease it, rent it, or forget it, I would give the Optima Elysa because the powertrain is just not ready for prime time. But there is a lot of value for your money and I'm a sucker. I love the looks of this car, and for that reason, I'm going to give it a buy it.
Welcome to the Fast Lane Cars power moments when two cars compete against each other in brutal combat.
Brutal combat? Two electric cars that are designed for economy and not performance? What do you want to do with these?
Well, I think we should drag race them. I think we should take them around a corner and see how they do. Nobody, well, a few people have done it, but not many.
All right, I've got a confession. I killed the battery on the Volt getting here.
Ooh. Well, it'll still perform the same, though, in terms of acceleration.
Okay, you got it, Nathan. The first ever TFL electric car performance test. So Nathan, what's the purpose of taking this car around a bunch of cones in a circle in an empty parking lot?
We're gonna check and see how many G's this baby can handle. Now, under normal circumstances, when you do this, you're going around and around until you break loose. And we have a meter, I think, that will actually be able to measure that.
Yeah, so we actually have a little iPhone accelerometer meter that tells us how many G's this car can generate before the wheels break loose. Are you ready?
Let's do it. It's actually holding better than I anticipated. Okay, there it goes.
There it goes. Okay, so that was, ladies and gentlemen, the outcome was 0.87 G's. There you have it, 0.87. So let's see if the Volt can do better.
All right, let's do it. Bear in mind, this car has slightly wider tires and it has a lower center of gravity, so it should be a different score.
And the verdict is, oh my, 0.95. So
wow.
A little bit better than the Volt. You're right.
Yeah, much better than I anticipated. And I'm a little nauseous.
All right, now let's see which one is faster. Drag race?
Drag race!
All right, guys, full disclosure, we did that race 3 times, exact same results.
Absolutely. And as a matter of fact, when you have an electric car, it doesn't matter where you are.
Doesn't matter if you're at sea level or up here in the mountains, it's going to be the same. 0 to 30,
leave.
At 50, the Volt always pulls away.
Exactly the same thing 3 times.
And if you're interested in reviews of both cars, we've done them, so click or visit tflcar.com. Nathan, as always,
catch you later on the Fast Lane Car.
See ya. Let's do it one more time. That was fun. 3, 2, 1, go. You know, Nathan, it's weird. Every time we did it, we got the exact same result. And that doesn't happen with gasoline-powered cars.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, these things are solid state, man. They get the exact same results every time.
So which one would you buy?
I think I'd buy the Leaf. I mean, it really is a good little commuter. I mean, that's only if I needed a commuter.
The problem with that one, of course, is that once you're out of juice, you're out of juice. This one, you can go 300 miles, so my vote would be for the Volt.
For those of you who don't know, I was born and raised in Southern California. I know, we're up in Colorado now, and I love Colorado, but this is my home. So, how do I feel driving a family car here? Frankly, a little old. The good news is, the CMax is surprisingly sprightly. You put your foot down and it goes, like right now. It's really surprising. I think the reason why, and I keep forgetting this, is that there's also an electric motor helping out the gas engine.
Ladies and gentlemen, in this corner we have the reigning champion. At over 2 million units sold worldwide, there is no doubt that people think of Prius when they think of a hybrid, and this, the V, is a station wagon version.
And in this corner we have the Ford CMax which is only a hybrid, although you can get a plug-in hybrid version of it, and it is a direct challenger of the Prius V.
So which one's better? Let's find out.
Mine.
No. The Prius V has Toyota's ubiquitous hybrid synergy drive, basically the same engine that's in the regular Prius, and combined with the electric motor, it puts out 134 horsepower. Beat that.
That's not bad, but guess what? The Ford CMax and its 2-liter gas-powered engine, combined with the electric motor, puts out 188 horsepower.
Well, 50 more. But everybody knows the Prius is the MPG king, 40 miles to the gallon combined.
Really?
Yeah.
That's not bad. 47 miles per gallon combined.
Wow, 2 points to the Ford. Yo, Nathan, how's it back there?
I'm trying to get the seat to just take my butt. Take it! It's a little stiff in the back. Legroom's not too bad. Seats do not recline, nor do they slide fore and aft.
In the Prius, not only are the seats cushy and comfortable, but get this, they slide back and forth, and they recline. Point Toyota.
Want to see something cool?
Sure, show me.
Check this out. Use the force.
Wow. Is that standard, Nathan?
It is optional, and it's cool.
It is cool, but you know, I was just in there filming, and this car has twice as much room in the back.
It's got a lot more room.
Oh, let me see. Oh, that was difficult. I sprained my little finger.
So you may be wondering about handling. It's kind of like a tall Focus. Here's the problem, and it's the one thing that Ford has really had issues with recently, and that is having a numb steering feel. I honestly don't know what the front wheels are doing. I know it's a hybrid, I shouldn't be expecting much, but at the same time it would be nice to have at least a little bit of weight in the steering. It's kind of loose, it's numb, but once again, it's a commuter, so many of you won't care about that.
Alright guys, I have to be honest here. I've owned a Prius, so I have a soft spot in my heart for this vehicle. But I know that the CMax is more fuel efficient, it's more powerful, and it probably handles better than this because there's not a lot of road feel here. Having said all that, I think that the Toyota is less pretentious, more honest, and it will run till kingdom come.
So wrong. CMax is comfortable. The CMax is faster, the CMax is better in almost every way. This ride's better, this one has better seats, I admit. But the CMax is kind of fun. This isn't.
Are you saying I'm not fun, Nathan?
Hell yeah.
So if I'm counting, that's 4-1.
Yeah, 4-1. Okay, I closed a little bit.
Gentlemen, have you ever noticed that in movies, cars never have these headrests?
Yeah.
Yeah, they remove them so you can see what the driver and passenger are saying. They're in essence props that you don't need. And in this video, I'm that prop because I'm behind the camera. So, gentlemen, how is it back here?
It's really tight and the cushion's
pretty tight, yeah. Hard seats.
And my tushy's not happy right now.
Continue on with the review, please.
Yes, I think this would be great for little kids. What do you think?
Yeah, I think you get some Rugrats back here.
Yeah.
But not 3 big guys.
I gotta open the door. Wow, okay, that's better.
Now, 47, 47, 47. That's pretty cool.
That's really cool.
Yeah, and we're talking MPGs, 47 city, 47 highway, 47 combined. Tell me about the powertrain. How do you get such fantastic numbers?
So this is our 3rd generation hybrid system. So we still use the power split technology that we've used in our previous generation hybrids, but now we're combining it with lithium-ion batteries. We've downsized the engine to make it efficient and kind of operate at its best position in terms of the 2-liter inline-4 and an Atkinson cycle. And at the same time, we've also improved the transmission, and for the first time we're building that as well as the battery systems in-house.
Objectively, there is no doubt that is a better car, but if it were my money, I'd probably go for the Prius.
I'll tell you right now, I'm impressed. Well done, Ford.
As always, this is Roman.
And Nathan.
See you next time. So Ryan, which would you buy?
That's a tough call. I mean, I like them equally, but for different reasons. I mean, the ride quality in the Prius it's just sublime. It's almost Lexus-like. The Ford, though, the steering, I love it. It's a little more aggressive, and suspension's a little bit better, and it can really take on the horsepower. So, in the end, you know what? I'd actually probably have to go with my confidant. Probably have to go with my wife, and let her make that final decision, because I like them both.
Ryan, you are a wise man for your young age.